The magical box called television, a journey through time. Long ago, before Netflix, YouTube, and all the colorful screens we know today, there was silence in the world of entertainment. People only listened to radios, read newspapers, or went to theaters. Families would gather around the radio every evening, waiting to hear the latest news or a favorite drama. But deep inside the hearts of some dreamers, a wild idea was growing. What if pictures could move inside a box? This is the story of how that dream became what we now call television, the magic box that brought the world into our homes. Our story begins in a small farmhouse in Scotland. The year was 1926, and a young Scottish engineer named John Logie Baird had a strange obsession. He wanted to make pictures move through the air. People thought he was mad. He used old bicycle parts, wires, and even a box made of wood. Day and night, he worked alone, sweating, testing, failing, and trying again. And then, one cold winter night, January 26, 1926, his dream came alive. Baird successfully demonstrated the first working television in London, England. On a small screen, a blurry human face appeared. But to Baird, it was the most beautiful sight in the world. He had done it. The first moving picture had traveled through airwaves. That day, the world of entertainment changed forever. Baird's invention spread like wildfire. Soon, engineers in America, Germany, and Japan began improving it. In 1930, American inventor Philo Farnsworth, a farmer's son from Utah, also built his own version of the television. He was only 14 years old when he first imagined sending pictures through electricity. While Baird worked with spinning discs, Farnsworth used electronic scanning, which later became the art of modern TV. Together, their ideas gave birth to something no one could ever forget: moving pictures with sound. I find the black and white era. By the 1930s and 1940s, televisions were being produced in small numbers. They were huge wooden boxes with tiny black and white screens. Only the rich could afford them, and the pictures looked like shadows dancing. But oh, the magic. Families gathered, neighbors visited, children stared in wonder. They watched news of the World War, songs and comedy shows. Even though the pictures had no color, the joy it brought was full of life. This was the first generation of television, the black and white age. The color revolution. Then came the 1950s and 1960s, the time when dreams turned colorful. In 1954, in the United States, RCA, Radio Corporation of America, launched the first color television. At last, the gray faces came alive in red, green, and blue. People couldn't believe their eyes. It was like watching magic spill from a box. Movies, news, and shows became brighter and more emotional. This was the second generation, the color TV era, when television became the art of every home. In the 1980s and 1990s, technology took another leap. The heavy box televisions began to change. New materials and electronics made them slimmer, lighter, and sharper. This generation was called the flat screen era, the third generation of television. The CRT, cathode ray tube, gave way to LCD and plasma screens. People could hang their TVs on walls, and suddenly the living room felt like a cinema. Remote controls, video players, and cable TV brought hundreds of channels from around the world. Television was no longer just a box, it was a window to the world. By the 2000s, television became smarter than ever before. We entered the fourth generation, the Smart TV era. No more antennas, no more waiting for your favorite show to air. Now, with the internet, we could watch anything, anytime, anywhere. Smart TVs connected to Wi-Fi allowed streaming on Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu, and even listen to our voices. We could talk to our TV and it would respond. Television was no longer just showing the world, it was living with us. Today, we are in the 5th generation of television, the AI and 3D era. TVs now understand what we like, recommend movies, show 8K ultra clear pictures, and even bend or roll like paper. Virtual reality and 3D displays make us feel like we're inside the movie itself. From Baird's blurry face in 1926 to crystal clear smart screens today, television has come a long, beautiful way. Television has done more than just entertain us. It has educated, informed, and connected people across the world. It has brought wars, celebrations, sports, music, and love stories into our homes. It turned lonely nights into moments of laughter and learning. John Logie Baird's dream has grown beyond what he could ever imagine, a global storyteller that never sleeps. Final message. So the next time you turn on your TV, remember this: inside that screen lives nearly a century of dreams, struggles, and invention. From a poor Scottish man with a wooden box to billions of glowing screens today, the television is a symbol of human imagination and hope. It reminds us that every great invention starts with a dream, even a dream that others laugh at, because sometimes one person's madness becomes the world's magic.